Good afternoon. Let's get started. My name's Wally Ruehle. I'm a lawyer with Legal Aid here in Rochester, and I'd like to thank you all for coming to today's training to discuss the President's historic and life-saving announcement that was made a week before Thanksgiving last year that is going to bring sorely needed relief to millions of our undocumented sisters and brothers who are here in the United States. And I'd like to just digress for a second. I've done a lot of presentations and trainings over the years, and this is the first time I've ever used a music stand as a lectern. So pardon me if I break into song at any given moment, because this announcement is really worthy of song and merriment and joy. So we're here today to talk about the President's historic announcement. It's been estimated by a person that works at a local migrant agency that there may be as many as between 800 to 1,000 persons just in her service area who are going to be eligible for this form of relief. My office in any given year usually gets requests from about 300 people for immigration. I'm the only attorney. We have 1.5 legal assistants, so clearly we're not going to be able by ourselves to meet the need for representation and assistance. So I thank all of you for coming today and for your willingness to help us out. The way that we're going to do this, and by this I mean provide representation to people, is clearly meeting people or talking to people on a one-by-one basis is not going to work if the numbers are as great as I anticipate that they may be. So we're going to employ a workshop type model similar to what was done by my office 2 years ago when Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, the program that was geared toward the DREAM Act children, came out. And so the workshop model is going to envision large numbers of volunteers and large numbers of potential applicants coming together and getting information about the program. And we're going to do this workshop model. We're going to have 2 different series of workshops. The first series of workshops, which is going to start next month, and we'll talk about those in a few minutes as far as where they're going to be, are going to be specifically designed to do 2 things. First of all, provide basic information about what the eligibility requirements are to persons who are potentially eligible. And secondly, since they're going to be there to get information, we're also going to try to do some screening to see if they are eligible for this program. Is there some other type of immigration benefit that's better for this that they might be eligible for? Take a look at their documents, see if they have all the documents that they're probably going to need in order to apply for this. See if they have any potential legal issues that might cause a problem for them, a criminal background of some type, or prior encounters with immigration. And so in the course of doing the first series of workshops, we're going to be helping people to prepare when it comes time to do the second series of workshops, which are going to be application workshops, where people will actually come in, sit down with the volunteer, bring in their documents again, and complete the actual application form. So that's sort of the process that we'd like to employ in assisting folks that are going to be eligible to apply under the 2 programs. It's important, I think, to get going and to do these workshops as soon as possible, both to make sure that people have correct information about what the eligibility requirements are, because whenever a new immigration program comes out like this, there are always people, unscrupulous people, that try to take advantage of folks that are eligible. by charging them a fee that they shouldn't be charging, or by giving them false information about the program. So we're going to try to hopefully get out ahead of the curve, so to speak, by doing the informational and screening workshop. And also it's going to give people a chance, if they need more time to get documents, to start getting their documents together. The major program that the president announced, which was called Deferred Action for Parental Accountability, or DAPA, the application period for DAPA is anticipated to commence sometime in May of this year. So there's no application that people can file under DAPA as of today. And since we have at least until May to prepare, hopefully that'll give people some time to get together the documents and whatever other information they may need in order to prepare. Today is basically a two-pronged training. We're going to go through the PowerPoint and we're going to talk about what we know about what the eligibility requirements are going to be and what we don't know. There's still a lot that we don't know at this point. And then the second thing we're going to do is, in essence, I'm going to run you through what I anticipate the informational/screening workshops are going to look like. We're going to go over the screening form that we're going to use. I don't know how this is going to work if we get large numbers of folks showing up for the workshops. So as we go through the screening form and what the process is going to be during the workshop, you're going to help me figure out, am I on the right track? Should we be doing something differently? Are there some different questions we should be asking? So I hope that today will be a very interactive process for all of us. Without further ado, I'd like to start on our PowerPoint. And does everyone have the multi-page handout?